Alright, this is a response to Christopher again. Chris, I really don't understand why you were so hostile in your last video. And sorry I got the shit-eating grin on. It's just the way I am. I think some people might like my shit-eating grin. But you don't. So anyways, the whole point of the video that I made to you was to explain my part. It's like I was owning up to my part. I wanted you to know the part that I played so you didn't have to guess. That was the whole reason why I made the video. It wasn't to attack you, and you said I twisted things as usual. I don't twist things. I mean, I see the way things are as I believe them to be, and I comment on them. It's just the way I do it. I'm not trying to twist anything. Maybe you didn't understand what I was saying in my video because you made it seem like my son was digging in it. I told you I'm the one that started that stuff. I wanted to see, the whole thing got started because I was watching your video, and I told you I agree for the most part about feminism. I think that radical feminists are just pathetic human beings. I really do. And I agreed with you. I think I said something about common ground, and you said, yeah, it's good we have common ground. We agree on that. But you went off, and some of the ways that you debate and the way that you look at the world, I wouldn't take your word for it. That's why I said I wouldn't take your word that this woman is a radical feminist. And when I was watching your video, I got curious to see I wonder what this woman looks like. And you give enough information that we can find out maybe what this person looks like. So I tried to look the person up. I ended up getting the email and the phone number and all this stuff because they post it right there on the internet for everybody to get. So if they have some sort of expectation of privacy, you know, maybe they ought to not do that. I mean, and you and I have PM'd, and you believe that the same way I do. So that's, you know, whatever. That's cool. I don't believe that you are sexist. I saw that you mentioned that. I think it was Ramhat that made the comment. I mean, that might have been a dig on you or whatever. I don't think you're sexist. I mean, I don't. I think you want equality. You know, shit in one hand, want in the other, and see which one fills up first, and all that good stuff. But, so, you know, we don't have any disagreement so far, but, still drinking coffee. I'm addicted to caffeine, by the way. Did you know that? Somebody wrote a song about that once. I don't remember who that was. But, you said, and this is kind of complex, but you react to things, Chris, rather than plan. And I'll give you an example. In this latest video, you said that when you went in to talk to your school, you suspected that it had nothing to do with your videos. You said that in your video. You said that in your latest video. You said, as I suspected, it had nothing to do with the videos. The problem with that is you didn't suspect that it had nothing to do with your videos. And I know that because you had conversations with my son and with me in private messages saying that they can't do nothing to me because I didn't mention anybody's name, I didn't mention the school, and blah, blah, blah. So you didn't suspect that it had something to do with something else. You didn't. So you're not being honest when you say that. Either that or you just really... I don't know what else to say about that, other than now that it's in the past, you can pretend like you knew all along that they were just concerned about privacy or whatever, but that wasn't the case. And I know it's not true. You can try to justify that comment all you want, but you're not being honest with yourself when you say that. You're not. The other thing is your personal anecdote stuff. That's a weak way of debating anything, dude. It is. Let me give you an example. Let's say that I watch on the news tonight that, and I don't know if this is true or not, but it could be, there was more violence in the United States this year than ever before. Let's just say I read that, or I saw that, or whatever. And then I get on and make a video and say, you know, the media is trying to say that there's more violence now and more murders than ever before. But I know that's not true, because I go to stores all over the place and nobody ever gets murdered in there when I'm in there. And I go down the street and I see people, they're saying hi to each other. I never see anybody getting killed. I don't see anybody getting assaulted. So I don't know where they're getting this stuff from, but it's just not true. Because I've been to 4 or 5 towns and I've worked in them and went to school in them, and I just don't see it, so I don't believe that. That's kind of how you do things, man. The feminism, pay for work, equal pay and all that, you said, you challenged me. Well, I'll just play this portion of your video right here.
You basically said that my personal experiences had no credibility, okay?
Not
I'm
really.
going to explain to you why I like to bring my personal experiences into a discussion. Okay, I'm going to explain to you. Now, first of all, okay, Morgan, go back and watch my video. Go back and watch my latest video. When I talked about pay discrimination and equal pay, I said that I have never seen pay discrimination. I didn't say that it didn't exist. I said that I have never seen it. From my personal experiences, all the jobs I have had, I have never seen it. That's what
I said. But you also said this at the end. You did say, indeed, when you started talking about it, that you've never seen it. But you concluded, after talking about all the different jobs you've had in security and this and that and this and that, at the end you did this.
You do the same amount of work, you will get the same amount of pay. When I worked at a factory in High Point back in 2006, after I left, a woman came in, at least that's what my best friend told me, a woman came in and took my place. And she made the same amount of money as I did when I was there. So in most cases, women do get paid the same amount of money as men for the same work. Okay? I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that women are paid less for the same amount of work. I don't believe that. That's bullshit.
See, so you concluded with that. And anybody that would watch that video, completely an unbiased eye, watching your video, would come to the conclusion that this guy doesn't believe that there's unequal pay for equal pay for equal work. I mean, you said it. I did watch your video again, and that's the flaw of taking your personal life experiences and tying them to the world. It's just, you can't do that. I pointed that out in the video. I said it kind of as a sidebar. That wasn't even the focus of the video. So if you took that as a dig on you, I mean, just don't, either ignore it or don't do it anymore. Because you can't draw conclusions based on, no matter how much you want to believe that everybody's just like you, it doesn't work that way. Not only can you not do it, no one can do that. Personal anecdotes. That's what that is. It's not worth anything. Well, I shouldn't say it's not worth anything, but it's worth very little. And you can't have, just like the whole Republicans are, 70% of Republicans are Democrats, they just don't know it. When I called you on that, you said, oh, I was talking about my town. Again, a reaction to something. It's not, you said that and you believe that. And you weren't talking about your town when you said that. But when I called you on it, you just make up some other stuff. So you dig a hole for yourself, man. Don't do that. You have to be honest. That's all. So I guess this was more about that than the whole incident between my son and what I did. But again, it started off, it escalated. I didn't post it. My son did it. Should he have done it? Probably not. He just, like I said, he probably thought this is the dude that's my dad's sworn enemy. So I'll send this freaking link to his professor and we'll get LOLs out of it. Him and his friends or whatever. So I'm going to end this for now, Chris. And just so you know, there was nothing hostile in this video towards you. So you don't have to get mad. So I'll talk to you later.